I brought to Kevin and Steve the idea of, what do we think about a collegiate event? I've got a little bit of a background in doing that, and I've got some connections, if you will, with coaches that are still in the industry, and they like the idea.
And we obviously want to promote amateur golf, and the collegiate was the way that we decided to go with that. With the addition of the McGinley Foundation, with Paul McGinley really stepping in to elevate it, we look for the next decade to be great years ahead.
My foundation was formed in 2013, the year before I was Ryder Cup captain. We've been raising funds for initiatives that particularly around young people. That's really what we try to do more than anything, is help out young kids, and it doesn't have to be just golf. Well, I'm 10 years now living in Vero Beach area, and I've played all the golf courses around here, and obviously Quail Valley is one that I was lucky to play a number of times, and met Kevin in particular, and then Don on my trips over there, and I have an affinity with Kevin. We're both from the same part of Ireland. Our roots go back to Donegal in the northwest county of Ireland. When I got to know Kevin and spoke to people about him, I realised, I want to do something in Vero Beach. I want to show my loyalty to the town, to the city. I really love it here. I'd like to have some kind of a facility that I can put my energies into as I maybe wind down from what I'm doing now. And so I met with Kevin, and we just had an exploratory meeting to see if he could help me and give me some ideas on it. And the one that appealed to get us up and running was this one, and a partnership and an alliance with the college event that he was hosting in Quail, and here we are.
First, I would describe our golf course as fun. It's very generous off the tee box. As it relates to why I think that the golfers enjoy coming here, is that it's a very, very playable golf course from the context of it's not going to beat you up.
We've received a lot of great feedback on the venue, and the schools keep coming back. We've had a lot of returning schools. That's the first thing that I think of. We're a high-level private club. We put a lot into it. We have a large staff. We have resources where we're able to really work the golf course over the summer months, to ensure that we have great conditions as we get into the fall and the winter. From a challenge standpoint, we could set the golf course up over 7,400 yards. We typically get a lot of wind out here that usually Mother Nature throws us a couple challenges as well. So for those reasons, I think they'll be tested. We have over 85 bunkers out there that are strategically placed that should challenge the golfers. So, those reasons, I think would certainly challenge any golfer from, the idea being that even if it's a higher handicap golfer to these great college players, we feel like we're going to present, a fairly strong test as it compares to our peer group every year that we host this event. As the years have gone on, it's just gained in popularity and significance. We have more people with eyes on it and recognizing that it's a special event.
USF is the host this year for the first time. Our relationship with Don and everybody here at Quail Valley has been phenomenal. This is our 7th year playing the event, so for us to kind of come in here and host this year, as well as invite some teams down that have never been here before. We got a couple first-timers, and the field just gets better and better. The golf course is perfect for college golf. The greens are impeccable, but the golf course is always in great shape. They do an incredible job of just setting it up. We just show up and play and compete, and hopefully we win. The club here at Quail Valley is all in on this golf tournament. You can see it from when you show up and everyone greets you to the time you leave, and they all thank you for being here. And the truth is, we're thankful that to be here for all the teams, all the players. They just make you feel like you're a tour player while you're here. This is kind of a springboard to the off season as well. And you play well here against a great field. It gives you a lot of confidence going into the off season. So it's a great litmus test to see how you're doing the fall, but also to get ready for the spring.
Yeah, this is our 3rd time for coming to Quail Valley. We've been here in 21 and 22. We've had a great time every time we've come here. It's been good to experience the Florida sun and get on Bermuda grass for a northern team. So there's a lot of benefits to coming here, and it's just a fabulous host. And then the golf course itself, to be honest, this week is a different test. It's a bit more about making birdies. Typically the winning scores as a team is somewhere between 30 and 40 under. So for us, it gives us a chance to, fire some pins and go try and make some birdies and go low, which is maybe a different challenge than we see week to week in college golf. From the moment you arrive here, you're felt welcome. They roll out the red carpet. Seems like the club gets really behind the event, wants to host the event and wants to do a great job. And I think all the players and coaches have a great experience. The hospitality is great, the food's great, the golf course is in perfect condition. We got this great weather. It's really a week that we look forward to every year.
This tournament's the first time we're typically playing down south after playing up north the first part of the fall semester. So you come down and certainly get hit with the sunshine. But furthermore, you come down and the club does such a special job opening up the doors for the student athletes and coaches and spectators to feel so welcome. And that certainly is one of the difference makers in this event. They have the manicured, bunkers are perfect. Everything's just, first class really from the time you tee it up the day one to the very end. When you go to events and you establish relationships with, from this case, the owner to the head professional, all the way down through various members you see, they all come up to you and ask you, how your day's going. It really makes you have a really good welcoming feeling coming to back to Quail Valley each and every year.
Clubhouse is absolutely gorgeous. Head coaches get to stay in some very nice accommodations, at dinner at the point, really just rolling out the club. There's some places that have you but maybe don't host you, and this place does a great job of hosting. And so I think for us, they make our job easy. So every box they can check for us and we can just sort of show up. When it's just dialed in, it just makes life easy for us.
The other thing about this tournament that's so important is the charitable aspect of it. Vero Beach is a very giving community. There's so much philanthropy that goes on here, and to be able to give to grow the game of golf locally in particular, and with this Indian River Golf Foundation and the McGinley Foundation really making a commitment to Indian River County is very, very special to us.
We also are a big part of the community as far as giving. We have an arm called the Quail Valley Charities, Inc., which we've given out $14 million since inception.
Yeah, well, one of the things that's really impressive about the whole community here is how welcoming it is, and to have this collegiate event here. Money has been raised, invested back into the community, and my objective is to take that and put a bit of profile around it, use my brand, and hopefully build a facility. That's what I'm really aiming for. I want to build a really, really good facility here. That's my vision. I am involved. I am ensconced in the community. I will be here for a long period of time, touch wood, and I want to do something for the community and give back to it. And I want to be identified as a Vero Beach resident. And the best way for me to do that is to do it through the conduit of golf.
The members enjoy being around these young kids as well, as they're seeking, their dreams and aspirations, and they like to see the competitive format with that. So I can't say enough about our members of how they've embraced not only this, but other events that we do that are not only good for maybe the local community, but also for amateur golf in general.
One of the most rewarding is the relationship that you have with the coaches in particular, and seeing so many of the great kids that come through. But aside from that, here at the club, obviously watching the membership's pride of it, and for a lot of our members, them indicating that it's their favorite event that we do throughout the year, to hear them say that and to have them have the excitement that they have for this event when we bring it in is very rewarding. When they come to Quail Valley, not only do they feel welcomed by the staff and by the ownership team here at the club, but by all the membership. They'll be out in force, watching play take place. They're engaged in terms of watching online what's taking place in terms of the scoring and things of that nature.
I'd been a member in up north for 30 years, and we never did anything like this. And so I thought it was a great opportunity to get involved with Quail Valley as a new member and hosting Division I college golfers from around the country. And the spectrum of teams that came in was unbelievable.
We're proud of this. This is something that we look forward to. We love giving up our golf course, inviting these kids into our fabric, having them share our locker room, having lunch with them, having them take over, and to watch them practice and to watch them grind and then to watch them play.
Amateur golf is critically important to what we do at Car Golf. My father is one of Ireland's all-time great amateur golfers. He won 3 British amateurs. He played in 10 Walker Cups, played in 3 Masters, Bobby Jones Award, first Irishman Hall of Fame. So the amateur game is really what is our DNA. It's in our DNA, and that's one of the reasons that we at Car Golf decided to get involved. And you have 16 top college teams says it all, really.
The appreciation that's shown specifically in a college event, by the coaches, by the players, by the parents, by the grandparents, by the alumni base that you get an opportunity to get to meet, is incredibly rewarding. And then from a club perspective, it's really kind of hard to quantify the reach that when you have 16 universities that have alumni bases literally in the millions, that then go out and send out the information to their alumni base or people that are very rabid followers of all sports at those particular schools. It's really hard to quantify the value of that from a marketing perspective.
I think it's important for a club to go all in on a collegiate golf event if you are going to host. There's going to be a lot of competition for other clubs that are hosting these events, so you want to make it a great event, or else these big teams are not going to come back. On top of that, it's going to grow the game. You want to impact these kids. You want to impact, and it's going to bring in as well other spectators, other people in the community. That can't happen unless you go all in and really put on a great event. It's just not, the teams aren't going to go, the crowds are not going to be drawn. So for the game, for the community, it's very important. You have to do it right, and you can't go halfway. You have to really do a great job and be all in.
Fortunate we get to play a lot of good places, but it's certainly more enjoyable for the player and for the team when the golf course wants you there. And this golf course certainly wants us here, and the hospitality has been great. It's my second time being here. Food's awesome, and you could just feel that they want us here. They're behind 18 green, and they're out supporting either their alma mater or someone they know.
We got here Thursday, 2 days before the event, and the pro welcomed us. We got to play around out here and ate lunch here. Members said hello to us. It was great.
This is not the norm for college golf. This is special, and for us to be part of this tournament, it really means a lot.
Going forward, the Quail Valley Collegiate Championship, now partnering up with the McGinley Foundation, to me, has the opportunity to really make a significant impact within our community. I don't know that even 10, 12 years ago we knew it was going to be possible, so we're excited about that.
The sky's the limit with this collegiate event here at Quail Valley, along with the McGinley Foundation. I'm excited personally that I think over the next decade we're going to attract some of the top universities here that are going to want to come, and our goal is for them to say, wow, you got to go see this place called Quail Valley if you're in Vero Beach, Florida.